What's up, Ragin Nation? This is Alex Yu, and let's go back to 2007, back to the live-action Transformers film directed by Michael Bay. And the reason why I want to do this is because I recently received an email from Ragin Nation member Michaela, and she told me that she had a little bit of a debate with one of her friends about who landed where, which one of the Autobots landed where, and which protoform was which Autobot. Now, when I read this email from her, I felt that this debate was all too familiar because this has been debated for many years, and to this date, it is still being debated. Because when we watched Transformers back in 2007, we automatically assumed that each protoform was pretty obvious who they were. But let's really talk about this. I mean, I've been to many Transformers forums and they always have their own theories, and I have my own theories, but I went with the most obvious choice. So let's look at this right now. There are 4 protoforms. We got Jazz, Ratchet, Optimus Prime, and Ironhide. And there are 4 landing locations. We have the field. It started off with the field, and then we have the baseball stadium, and then we have that place where all the kids were. You know, the kid holding the camcorder, and then he goes, "This is 1,000 times greater than Armageddon," or something like that. And then, of course, the pool, which was owned by the Rich family. So we got 4 locations. 4 locations, 4 Autobots. Now, before we get into that, let's look at some of the variables. Whoever landed in the field landed close enough that Sam and Michaela could run up to the field and witness the protoform forming into a robot. So that has to have some sort of significance. And in fact, from a writing standpoint, you would think that Sam and Michaela would be witnessing the protoform of Optimus Prime, because that should have some sort of significance. I mean, why would Sam and Michaela be witnessing the forming of Jazz or Ratchet? Because they are less significant compared to Optimus Prime. So let's just assume right now that's Optimus Prime that landed in the field. Now, the most obvious Autobot that landed in which location was Ratchet landing into where those kids were. So let's eliminate that. That's out of the way. Now we have 3 left. We got Jazz, Optimus Prime, and Ironhide. And we got baseball stadium, grass field, and pool. Now, one can assume that the baseball stadium would be Jazz because the baseball stadium would be located near a city, and a city would have a car dealership. So let's just say that the baseball stadium is where Jazz landed. Now that would mean that Optimus Prime landed in the grass field and Ironhide landed in the pool. And automatically we would assume that Ironhide is the one that landed in the pool because the scene that follows is, of course, the protoform getting out of the pool. The scene that follows immediately after that would be the protoform transforming into a GMC Top Kick. So in the most obvious sense, the protoform that landed in the pool is Ironhide. And like I said, Jazz landed in the stadium, he walks to the car dealership and becomes a Pontiac Solstice. Now with regards to Optimus Prime, he landed in the grass field, walked over the hill, saw a Peterbilt truck, scans it, and of course becomes the Peterbilt truck. Now that is the locations and the robots in the most obvious sense. But there are more variables. Of course, with the protoform landing in the grass field, there are hills in the background. So automatically you would assume that a hill on a grass field, there should be a hill where the Peterbilt was. And there was a hill, and therefore, so whoever landed in the hilly grass field would be the one that scanned the Peterbilt, and that was Optimus Prime. However, if you look beyond that hill, there are some very bright lights. Those bright lights could have been lights that came from the baseball stadium. That's a possibility. That's just another variable. I'm not saying that is what it really is. And also with regards to the protoform that landed in the pool, when you listen to the music as the protoform's coming out of the pool, it sounds like part of the Optimus Prime theme. And also as the protoform is coming out of the pool, the sound effects that the protoform makes when he takes a step matches the same sound effects that Optimus Prime makes when he was trying to hide around Sam Witwicky's house. So there's that debate on whether or not that the protoform who came out of the pool is possibly Optimus Prime. Now with regards to the appearance of the protoforms, they all look the same. It's just the size difference that they have. You can see that Jazz is significantly smaller, and whoever came out of the pool is huge. And Ironhide is actually quite large, maybe even a little bit bigger than Optimus Prime. Also, another thing that I consider a variable is that scene where you see the protoform run away from where it crash landed in the grass field. The way it moves and its agility really remind me of how Optimus Prime moves. Ironhide, on the other hand, moves a little slower because he's just bulkier than Optimus Prime. So in that sense, after considering everything that I've mentioned, let me tell you who landed where. Ratchet obviously landed where those kids were playing. Optimus Prime landed in the grassy field. Jazz landed in the baseball stadium, and Ironhide landed in the pool. And there you have it. Now, whether I'm right or wrong, we don't know. We have to talk to the writers or Michael Bay, and they haven't provided that information for us, and they probably won't. So really, this is all fan speculation, but I'm just going with the obvious answer, and also I'm providing you with all the different variables which can prove my theory. What do you guys think about that? Obviously, there's no definitive answer, but from what I have witnessed in that scene alone, it makes everything quite clear to me who landed where. What do you guys think about that? Let me know in the comment section below. Oh, by the way, the arrival to Earth scene is the best scene in the entire movie, and it's probably the best scene out of the entire trilogy. When I watched that scene in the theater, I was just goosebumps all the way. Like, this is the moment that we've been waiting for after an hour of the movie. And when I watched the scene in the theater on opening day, on the very first showing at 8 o'clock, I was like this, oh shit, here they come. Because it really felt like they were actually coming to Earth. I mean, like, in real life. It was just a highly anticipated moment. And then once those asteroids came, even before Steve Jablonsky's epic score started playing, I was like, holy cow, I can't believe they're on their way now. Here they come. Anyways, that's all I have to say in this video. Let me know what your thoughts on that in the comment section below. As always, if you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, subscribe to my YouTube channel, like me on Facebook, The Ragin Nation, and also follow me on Twitter at Ragin Nation. My name is Alex Yu, and thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Peace. Holy cow, look at this. This is a paper sculpture of Sideswipe.